Alright everyone, morning. Looks like we have some metal. What happened back here? Oh yes, I have clothes over there. I just donated a whole bunch. I posted on my Instagram a while back. About finding a really cool pile of, like, I don't know if it was a foreclosed house or what, but they were throwing away a ton of stuff. And within all that stuff, there was a bunch of vintage shirts. That whole bin is all flea market clothes. And, yeah, so that was over on my Instagram. So if you guys didn't see that, go ahead and take a look. But it was really a cool find. I haven't driven back there since. It was just an extreme amount of garbage. I don't even know if the garbage company took it. But that was actually after yesterday's trash picking video. So I didn't even have my camera with me, so I just did it with my phone. But other than that, we are back again for another adventure. Trash picking with taco stacks in this foggy morning. Hopefully we'll still be able to find some deals and see some cool, interesting items out here. Let's make it an awesome episode. Let's find some treasure. Let's do it. If I jam it up over there, that stuff won't fall over again. Man, I remember when they were even building that thing. I don't know what's kind of going on up here. They got a cone out here, they got everything. So I'm going to probably just take whatever this bamboo looking thing is, unless it's broken, which it kind of looks like it is. Oh yeah, the whole bottom right side is all broken. Alright, well, then I'll just take this black stone. It's got a bunch of garbage in it, but I don't know what the cone's doing there. Blackstone thing was interesting. It's like a water bottle for Blackstone. Oh, don't know. I don't own one, so I don't know much about them. Or what little I can smell. It smells like fresh laundry. Yep, that's metal. Back when things were made with quality. Yeah, allergies are rough the last 3 days for me. I was trying to do a little research back on when my allergies are awful, and it seems like they usually end around June 1st, June 2nd. So not too far away. Hasn't been too bad of a year. Hasn't been great. I don't think it ever is great, but I've had worse years. Last year wasn't that bad. It was a little bit worse than this year. So we're moving in the right direction. See how well that goes moving forward. But it looks like it's actually plastic. It's half the size of this. These might be aluminum. I think they're for different positions. I never, well, I guess I think in college I had the first team. don't think there was a men's lacrosse team at my school. I know there's a women's. But in high school we didn't have lacrosse, so this is just like a sport I never was familiar with. Here's a garbage truck. Literally one street over that way. So a lot of people used to ask me, how do I scrap these? And that's pretty simple. All I really do is just take off the canister, which is about 50% of the weight. And then you're left with pretty much just the motor inside, which is probably then going to be about 60 to 70% of your weight. And then it goes to scrap. I used to actually bust this whole thing out to get the motor, but the motor really doesn't weigh that much. And at, what is it, like 20 cents a pound or 22 cents a pound? It's really not worth the whole mess that you have. And of course you also clip off the cord, which the cord is probably about $1, $1.25. Right now, scrap is just soaring. Copper is at all-time highs. I think it's at record highs. And record highs in terms of the entire lifespan of measuring copper pricing. So that's pretty crazy. Maybe I can just leave this canister over here. Just like so. I've still got the cord on it. They're just pretty much reducing the weight of plastic. That's also less stuff going to the landfill. It's less stuff that the garbage truck has to pick up. Maybe they can make less stops because they have less, or they have more space in the truck. Because you got to remember, I think a lot of people forget that when the garbage truck is full, they have to stop their shift and then go to the landfill, then come back. So if they can minimize that many times that they have to go to the landfill, essentially it's using less gas, it's using less money, less resources, everything. The world cycles in weird ways. Don't need any of that. Alright, you ready for this dad joke of the day? Oh, can't make the joke. That's why I say this net has a hole in it, because it has like hundreds of holes. I can't tell you how many times I hear that joke at a flea market whenever I have one of these nets. The other one might be alright. This top one is, she's done for. That thing is broken. I don't know what you're like catching that if the net's like that. Oh. I was trying to say they might have got rid of the dog, but nope, they still got the dog. Jeez. This top tray is pretty rusted. These tops are both pretty rusted. That one's pretty bad on the corners. So if you're wondering why I'm leaving the tray, that is why. That's in bad shape. It's all like corroded. Oh yeah, I guess I'll take it. turntables are always just tough in general. They always fall apart, they break, there's corrosion on the inside. They're very fidgety in their ways. They never work. No matter how many times I've found one or bought ones at auctions, they like almost never work. The only time I had one ever worked was I found one of those like newer ones, like new Victrolas, which we haven't found in a long time. There's a stretch we were finding them every other week. That was probably about 3 years ago. I haven't found one in a very long time. I guess the whole record fad, I wouldn't say it's fallen off, but it's kind of died a little. Same with vintage clothes. Like, although I found all those, well, there's a fridge. Can't move that. Although I found all those vintage clothes yesterday, finding them 4 years ago probably would have doubled my value. You know, it's just, things go in trends, up and down. Some stay up, some, you know, fall a little bit, and, you know, it is what it is. Just heard on the radio it's supposed to be 86 degrees today. That's nice. These are meh, but this rooster's pretty cool. I think it's supposed to have a snake right here that broke off. That's what it looks like. That'd be my assumption. Look at all that furniture. Just thinking about how much money that stuff costs at a store. It hurts my brain to think. Especially because it's probably a little bit older, so it probably wasn't Amazon and all these other sites. Alright, this is probably going to be the last stop for today. It's a familiar friend that I haven't seen in quite some time in terms of an item. Oh, getting park close enough. I think it was here, not the next house. It was it? Yeah, it was this one. That's exhausting. Is that a motor on there? I can't tell. Huh. It's the first time I've ever seen one that, oh, but usually there's another piece on these. That's interesting. Okay, so that about wraps it up here for today's adventure. Something keeps chiming back. Oh, it's the whatever that rooster thing is. The metal scraping up against each other, like banging back and forth, made a really continuous squealing sound for pretty much the entire car ride, or can I say van ride. Yeah, this is what we found. I gotta figure out if this is a motor. I don't know why, but I think it is, but I don't see any, unless it's just the weight. It's probably just the weight. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably got like some sort of bearing system on the inside. That's why it's so heavy. Huh. It'd be stupid to have two motors on this thing, but it's going to wrap it up here for today's adventure. Thanks for tagging along. It's a very interesting day. I have goosebumps right now because it's kind of chilly, like in the shade, but it kind of is hot. Like you can feel the heat, and you can feel the warmth of today. And it's going to be hot today. Yeah, like a breeze. The breeze is like a mixture of a warm breeze and a cold breeze. It's interesting. It's almost like, you know, it's going to be a scorcher, but you want to wear a sweatshirt in the morning. That's how it feels right now. I literally have goosebumps because I'm cold, but I'm also warm. Go figure. Anyway, I'm going to drop this stuff off at the scrapyard. Thanks for tagging along for another treasure hunt. As always, it's been awesome. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts just like this. More trash picking adventures, finding cool things in the trash. If you guys didn't check out my Instagram post, I did find some really cool things. Check me out on Instagram at taco_stacks. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.